Okay, hi.
Hi.
Can I ask you a quick question for my CP class?
You may.
Okay. So the question reads, can a student at Samford put her own conscience or moral integrity above the laws, rules, and policies that govern Samford University?
Okay, so I think with that, I first think of Samford's motto, for God, for learning forever. And so I think above all, you're here for Christ. And I think that you can live up to a certain moral standard that Samford offers, but I don't think that you can fully live up to the standard that they're wanting you to achieve. I think that you can strive to get there, and in striving you grow and you learn more about yourself, but you can never get to the full excellence that they're wanting in a student.
So do you think that if Samford had a rule that you didn't agree with, that you would disobey it, or do you think you would follow that rule because you agree with Samford's
No,
values?
I would follow that rule because I think the authorities are wanting what's best for the student, and I think that their slogan and what they want in a student is ultimately for the student's good. So I wouldn't disobey by any means. But yeah, that's what I would say about that.
Okay, so you keep talking about specifically Samford. If you went to a different school, like a big state school like University of Alabama, do you think you would follow all of their rules even though they don't have the same morals as Samford?
Yeah, I would, just because of plain respect for authority, but I think that you can be a big fish in a bigger pond there, because if you're a student that honors the values that Samford offers, but then you go to a school like Auburn or Clemson, not that they're bad or anything, but if you go to that school, you may get to the point where you're making straight A's, and that's what they want to see is pure excellence, but they don't have for God or for learning forever, that slogan. So I think that Samford offers something special that is unique and that you can never get to the full perfectness that they're wanting you to get to.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So.
So what do you think about that?
I don't know. I agree, but
Yeah.
I also think that there are some situations where your integrity matters more than the university.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So yeah.
Hey. Do you mind if I ask you a question for my CP class?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read it for you. Okay. It says, can a student at Samford put her own conscience or moral integrity above the laws, rules, and policies that govern Samford University? What do you think about that?
I think it's possible that a student would put their own moral integrity as well as Samford.
Why? Why do you think that?
I just think that when people come to college, they have the idea that I'm gonna get to be who I want to be and do what I want to do and get away from all the stuff at home. And I think when they come here, there's a lot of rules that I think are in our best interest. But I'm sure there are some out there that people think are stupid and they think they have a better idea or rules that they want to challenge.
Do you think that's just college students being college students, or an actual questioning with the laws, the actual structure of the laws?
I think it kind of depends on the situation. I think for example, quiet hours being past 9 o'clock. I think some students are going to be like, no, that's stupid. I'm in college. I'm going to party on until 1 or something. Which I think definitely Samford has the our best interest at heart. But I definitely think that there are times if I'm just ready to my friend's room at 9:30 for a cookie and I get in trouble, I'm going to be like, oh, that's stupid. I just want a cookie.
So let's say if you got in trouble for something that you didn't think was wrong, would you still have that respect for the laws?
Yes, I think that I would still have the respect for the laws, because if I came to a school like Samford, then I probably had the same mindset. I wanted to be at a Christian school who kept me accountable for things and with like-minded people, or partying wasn't a center of it and Christ was. And I think that I would definitely acknowledge that the rules are there to keep me in check, but I think at the same time there might be a little part of me that's I want to get in trouble for getting a cookie at 9:30. Right. But I do think that I would respect that authority figure, because I think we know that's what they want what's best for us.
Right. So with that saying, you do believe though that the people who make the laws, they're wise, they have the best interests at heart for people.
Oh yes, I think that if they had the position at such a university like this to make the laws, and they definitely want what's best for us, they wouldn't just make a rule for the heck of it to get on our nerves.
For sure. So let me ask you this: do you have a moral that you think that Samford doesn't align with? Do you have some kind of moral integrity that you think maybe Samford would possibly go against, or you think that would never happen?
I'm sure there's something out there that I wouldn't agree with, but I do think that like, okay, not me personally, but I've heard some people say that they don't like that we have required convo credits because
Okay.
they think that like religious freedom is a like freedom like in the amendment, like in the amendments, and so they're like, I shouldn't be forced to go worship, you know. But so I think there are people who disagree and saying that that's not something that is Stanford's right to tell us. But I think that also like, we have to realize like if you go to Stanford, like, that's part of the requirement. You should know that, and you have to respect those laws. And if you came to school like this, and that's something that you should want to be a part of.
Right. I totally agree. Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you for answering my questions.
Of course.